The NAB show is one of the largest broadcast conferences in the world, but in the last 2 years, all programming was virtual because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But this year, thousands of media professionals and broadcast educators flocked to Las Vegas to see the latest innovative trends and technologies in the media industry. Batteries like this one have been in the Kansas River for over 40 years. But this year, event volunteers were doing their part to make sure that these go in the trash and onto the airboat. Danny Baker lost his battle with COVID-19 on September 14th at just 28 years old. Today, his family says that he always had a positive outlook on life and never met a stranger. Mandela Washington Fellowship applicants range from 25 to 35 years old and have completed a long and difficult process to get into the program. The three main focuses of the program are cardio, strength, and agility, all designed to translate to everyday life. Although the Derby had a cap of 50 participants due to COVID-19 safety regulations, those who signed up were eager to cast their lines into a freshly stocked lake for the chance at several prizes. On the show floor, the company Blackmagic Design introduced new products as well as publicized their editing software, DaVinci Resolve. As you can see, a session going on right behind me. We spoke with one representative who said that they are trying to get the product out to more colleges to give student creatives a cheaper alternative. Late Tuesday afternoon, following 3 weeks of testimony, former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin was convicted on all charges in the death of George Floyd in May 2020. We're now joined by K-State Director of Diversity and Multicultural Student Life, Tremaine Lindsay. Tremaine, thanks for joining us today. Thanks, guys. With the 4th of July just days away and many around the community ready to celebrate with their own firework festivities, including on the Endom Bridge right behind me, I spoke with Dusty Harris from the Ouachita Parish Fire Department about some safety guidelines to make sure this holiday goes safely for everyone. Welcome back to this edition of MHK All Day. I'm Jacob Hall. On today's show, we'll learn how to make a self-care kit to help you tackle stress. Plus, can you get in trouble for misusing the Link scooters? And later, a peek at how the K-State men's basketball team is kicking off their season. But first, a look at our news in 90 seconds. A new product has been hitting the market and is being touted as legal hemp. Smoke shops across Manhattan are seeing an increase in customers. Reporter Dawson Wagner has more on the story. In the Monday edition of the K-State Today, President Myers sent out a statement calling for a thoughtful and peaceful response. How big of a priority was it for the university to get out in front of a potential verdict?
It was extremely important. One of the things that students have been very vocal about this year is K-State and the administration being very reactionary to these things, and we need to be more proactive. And so this is something that throughout the course of this academic year, we've been working, myself and other individuals have been working with senior leadership to make sure that we are practicing and creating opportunities to be a little bit more proactive.
Danny Baker lost his battle with COVID-19 on September 14th at just 28 years old. Today, his family says that he always had a positive outlook on life and never met a stranger.
He was proud of being kind. He was proud of being an individual that cared about people. And so to him, it was all about enjoying life.
At the time of his passing, Danny was not vaccinated against COVID-19, but his wife, Aubrey, says they were planning to take the shot this month.
I'm a nurse, and so at my workplace, we were going to have to get it this fall for me to be able to continue my job.
Danny was also an organ donor. He was able to donate after his passing, but because of the coronavirus, not everything was accepted.
But we're also so thankful that at least they could take his kidneys. And that was, we're so honored and blessed that happened.
Even though he is no longer here, Aubrey says Danny's situation stuck with people, inspiring others to get vaccinated.
Hundreds of people have gotten the vaccine because of Danny. A lot of people, I'm 27, he was 28. A lot of people in our age group hadn't got the vaccine. A lot of people have now. For the Bakers, they all want to encourage people to get the vaccine so another family doesn't have to see loved ones in the ICU fighting against COVID-19. In Manhattan, covering local news that matters, I'm Jacob Hall, KSNT News. I'm out here at Wassman High School where the Massey Miracle Run track and field team is preparing for their shot at the big stage. I recently spoke with head coach Dietrich Massey, and she said she is taking 42 young athletes to the USA Track and Field Junior Olympics next week.
This is huge for all the kids that I have out here. on today.
Not only will it give these young athletes the chance to compete with the best of the best, but it also presents them with opportunities off the track as well.
It gives these kids the opportunity, the chance to compete all over the nation, all over the world. This actually give them ones that haven't ever been anywhere out of the Monroe area or the state of Louisiana to another place to just see sight of the world.
One of those kids, RJ West, has been competing in track and field for 6 years and loves the fact that he is able to travel and meet new people. He is currently ranked 3rd in the nation for the 9 to 10-year-old age group, and he has dreams to make it to the Olympics.
I go all around the world, so I meet a lot of new people, and great competition. My friends always say, I wish I can be as famous as you one day, RJ. I'm like, I'm not even famous really, but hoping to be one day.
For Massey, she created the organization to give kids like RJ the opportunity to chase their dreams.
My goal is to make their dreams come true, because I have several kids right here. Their goals is to make it to the real Olympics. And actually, this is an opportunity to chance. We're not saying that it's the Olympics that's for the adults, but this is the Olympics for the kids. This is a real national Olympics for the kids that age 6 to 18.
Now, Coach Massey tells us that each coach and athlete will have to return a negative COVID-19 test before attending the event. Reporting for your weather station, I'm Jacob Hall.